For that, beta, you need to understand what basically a cylinder is. Now, right in front of you in your screen, on your screen, there is a cylinder. Okay, I've made a cylinder for you. And below is the definition given of the cylinder. I'll be reading it out for you, and this is a detailed definition. You believe me, it is quite easy to understand what basically a cylinder is. So listen to me very carefully. Cylinder is a shape which has two identical flat ends that are circular. Okay, in a cylinder, the two ends are flat and they are circular in shape, and one curved side. Okay, see the cylinder, on the top of the cylinder and on the bottom of the cylinder, these two are basically the ends of the cylinder, and they are circular in shape. Okay, they are simple circles. And what is the shape in between these two? The base, the base, and the top. It is a curved surface. You might have seen a drum. A drum is a cylinder in shape. It is cylindrical. Okay. A can of any soft drink, it is also almost a cylinder. Okay. So visualize a drum and you might think of a cylinder. Okay. So keep this in mind that a cylinder has two circular ends and one is the curved side in between the two. Then it has the same cross section from one end to the other. Okay, I'll be showing you a video also in which your concept would be further cleared. Okay, so first we will be reading it out, then we will be going to see the video. See, it has the same cross section throughout from one end to other. This circle, when reaches to the top, it has the same cross section throughout the curved side. Okay, from base to the top. Now, comparison of cylinder with prism. Okay, now the question arises, can we call a cylinder a prism? Now student, this is a very important question which arises. Can we call a cylinder a prism? How many of you agree with this? Can we call cylinder a prism? Can anybody answer me? Quickly, quickly. Okay, two of you say that we cannot call it a prism. Okay. Okay, let me explain. Actually, the answer is, if we ask, can we call a cylinder a prism? Answer is, in many ways. The answer is written. Just observe at the bottom of the screen. In many ways, a cylinder is like a prism. Okay, it is written that in many ways a cylinder is like a prism, but it is not actually a prism. See, you might be thinking, if anybody is thinking that yes, sir, it is a prism, because in prism you said that the definition of the prism says that the base must be identical on the base is the side, or in other words, the prism is a shape which has identical ends. So, sir, why not here? The both the ends are identical. See the top, see the bottom. They both are identical. So it must be a prism. But
Anak
beta,
siro.
listen. But beta, listen.
Madu.
Just a minute. Hmm. So you might be saying that why not? It is also a prism. But wait, listen. Remember, just recall the definition of the prism. Actually, the definition of the prism said that the base must be a polygon. Okay, the base must be a polygon. Polygon means a shape having finite number of sides. But you people know circle is never a polygon. Circle is a shape with infinite number of sides. Okay, so we cannot say circle is a polygon, but it was a mandatory requirement for of the prism that it must be the basis must be a
Excuse me.
polygon. Okay, and the
Excuse
other
me, sir.
requirement was that the sides, the either sides of the prism must be flat surfaces. But here in the cylinder, this there is no flat surface actually.
Excuse me, sir Ali.
Yes, Miss Amreen, you want to say something?
Kindly unmute Fardeen, Arham, Maz, or Mohsen, because I don't
Okay,
know in which of these four students' background these type of sounds are coming.
now it is fine, I think. Okay, okay, students. What I was saying that the mandatory requirement for the for the prism that which included in its definition is that the base must be a polygon. But here the base is a circle, and circle is never a polygon. Okay, and the sides must be flat. The prism said that its sides must be flat lateral surfaces, but here it is not. Okay, but here it is not. Fine. So let me unmute Miss Amreen. Okay. Now see what I have written. Boys, pay attention, please. In many ways, a cylinder is like a prism, but it is not actually a prism because the base of the prism should be a polygon, and here the base is a circle. Okay. I hope you have understood this point. And see here, and all the faces must be flat. But here the portion between the bases is a curved surface, but we cannot directly call the cylinder a prism. But it has an analogy with the cylinder. Okay, with the prism. Fine. See what I have written over here. But still, it seems to be a prism. By analogy, the formula for finding the volume of the cylinder is same that for a prism. Though, beta, it is not actually a prism, but it is quite similar to a prism. It does not fulfill the definition of the prism. I'm talking about the cylinder, but still, it seems to be similar, almost similar to a prism. Fine. So, if we are interested in finding the volume of a cylinder, we will be using the same formula as we use for the prism. Okay. Now, students, recall the formula we used for finding the volume of a cylinder was base area into height. And isn't it? Now, the same formula we will be using here for finding the volume of cylinder. Now, just observe here the base area of the cylinder is nothing but, see, here is the base. Oh, you just said that the base was a circle. So what is the area for the circle? We are interested in finding the area of the base, and base is a circle. So what is the formula for finding the area of a circle? It is nothing but pi r square. You have studied this in first term in the chapter area and perimeter. Okay. So this is nothing new for you. Pi r square. Okay. And the what is the height of the cylinder? See, I just said that it has an analogy with the prism. The distance between the two bases is the height of the prism. We'll be using the same words over here. The distance between the two faces, the I mean the bases, the top and the bottom is h. Again, the height. See, volume of the cylinder, base area into height. So the base area was pi r square times h height. Okay. So this is the formula for finding the volume of a cylinder. Now students, if we are interested in finding the surface area of the cylinder, how would we finding it? For this, beta, I'll be showing you a video. You have to watch it very carefully. Okay, I'm sharing it on your screen right now. Students, are you ready? I'm I'm just playing the video. Okay, I'm playing the video. Watch it carefully.
Understanding how the surface area of a cylinder is derived is very interesting. Look at this cylinder. It has two blue circular ends, one on top and one at the bottom. Analyze the figure. As we know the area of a circle, we can easily find the surface area of the top and the bottom.
Acha, let me wait for a while. Students, I'm switching on the other video. Okay, that would be more effective for you.
Understanding how the surface area of a cylinder is derived is very interesting. Look at this cylinder. It has two blue circular ends, one on top and one at the bottom. Analyze the figure. As we know the area of a circle, we can easily find the surface area of the top and the bottom circular ends. But the important question is, how do we find the surface area of this curved surface? Let's zoom out a bit. First, let's separate the circular ends. This is the top one and this is the one at the bottom. To understand the curved surface, we cut it open vertically, which will make it look like this. We just cut the
Sarali, sorry to interrupt. Your voice is very low. Might be you are not sharing the voice of the laptop.
Is the voice is very low?
Yes.
Here I have full volume over here.
You have shared the volume of the laptop as well. जब हम
Okay.
सेटिंग्स में जाते हैं ना तो इसमें होता है ऑप्शन
Share computer sound.
जी जी जी
एक minute. Okay. Now let me check.
circular ends, one
Yes,
on top
okay now.
and one at the bottom.
Is it better now, Miss Amreen?
Yes.
Okay.
Analyze the figure. As we know the area of a circle, we can easily find the surface area of the top and the bottom circular ends. But the important question is, how do we find the surface area of this curved surface? Let's zoom out a bit. First, let's separate the circular ends. This is the top one and this is the one at the bottom. To understand the curved surface, we cut it open vertically, which will make it look like this. We just cut the surface vertically. When this is opened up further, it will look like a rectangle. There are a few questions we need to ask ourselves here. First, what is the length of the rectangle? And second, what is its breadth? If you look carefully, you will notice that the length of this rectangle is actually the circumference of the circular base. Because all we did was pull this open. What about its breadth? Its breadth is the height of the cylinder. Let's assume the height of the cylinder is h and the radius of the circular base is r. So the breadth will be h and the length will be 2 pi r. Don't forget, the area of this rectangle will be the curved surface area. But we need to find the total surface area of the cylinder. The surface area will be the sum of all these three surfaces, two circles and the curved surface, which is the rectangle. The area of the circular base is pi r squared. Since there are two equal circles, we write pi r squared plus pi r squared. This covers the surface area of the top and the bottom surfaces. And the area of this rectangle will be length multiplied by breadth, which will be 2 pi r multiplied by h. This 2 pi r h is actually the curved surface area of this cylinder. Adding these like terms, we get 2 pi r squared and we write 2 pi r h as is. 2 pi r is common to both the terms. So we write the final formula as 2 pi r multiplied by r plus h. If we are given the radius of the base and the height of the cylinder, using this formula, we can find out its total surface area.
Acha students, how many of you understood the video? Did you face any problem in understanding the concept of surface area? Yes, boys. The last part for us. Okay. Rest of them. Okay, I'll be explaining over here. Fine. See, surface area of cylinder. Beta, it is okay. Let me check the chat box. Okay, the last one. Okay, okay. I'll be playing once again. Fine. Okay, quickly look at the last part. I'm playing the last part of the video.
The area of the circular base is pi r squared. Since there are two equal circles, we write pi r squared plus pi r squared. This covers the surface area of the top and the bottom surfaces. And the area of this rectangle will be length multiplied by breadth, which will be 2 pi r multiplied by h. This 2 pi r h is actually the curved surface area of this cylinder. Adding these like terms, we get 2 pi r squared and we write 2 pi r h as is. 2 pi r is common to both the terms. So we write the final formula as 2 pi r multiplied by r plus h. If we are given the radius of the base and the height of the cylinder, using this formula, we can find out its total surface area.
Now is it clear for you, Faraz? Okay, good. Okay, now what I want to tell you that actually over here I have written almost the same formula that we use for the prism. For the surface area, I'm talking about the surface area. Perimeter into height plus 2 times base area. Actually, you can also calculate the formula, sorry, the surface area using this formula. It has the, you can say, the clear picture as surface area of a cylinder can be calculated using this formula 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r square. It is same that we used, it is derived from the same formula we use for the prisms. Okay, but you have to keep in mind this formula. Okay, remember students, keep this in mind that for finding the surface area of a cylinder we just need the radius of the base, which is circular, and the height of the cylinder. Moving up to example number 1. See, example number 1 says a can of baked beans is shown below. Okay, a can of baked beans is shown below. Fine. See, it is asking to find the volume and surface area of the can. Now you observe, students, the can is cylindrical in shape. What we have to do, if we are interested in finding the volume of the can, it is very easy. Just remember the volume of the cylinder, because the can is a cylinder, is nothing but base area into height. Okay, base area into height. And the surface area, for finding the surface area, I kept the formula, just it was shown right above this question. So first we will be finding the base area, because for finding the volume we need base area and the height. So see, base is always a circle in a cylinder. The base is always a circle. I hope you know this point. And for finding the base area, just use the formula pi r square. Here see, pi should make it very clear, beta. Don't apply the value of pi in during the calculation. Apply the value of pi in at the last, when you find the, when you are able to find the volume and surface area. Okay. R over here is given 3.5. It is very clear. See in on the figure 3.5. So put 3.5 in place of R, and you can find the area of the base as 12.25 pi times centimeter square. Okay. Now you have to calculate the perimeter. See students, let me check the chat box. We'll be finding the perimeter of the base. Okay, because is required in finding the it is required in finding both the surface area and, okay, it is required in finding the surface area. Students, I have not found the calculate the volume over here. I have just calculated the surface area. Okay, but when I will share the document with you, inshallah I'll be writing the calculation of the volume also. See, we have calculated the perimeter of the base. See, now the base, listen to me very carefully. The base is circular. Okay, beta Adnan, we will not calculate pi in the formula because it will create a lot of mess. Okay, just for your ease, put pi along with the value of area volume. Okay, at the end, when you will be wait, I will tell you. Okay.
Can I add up something?
Yes, miss, but be quick, we are short of time.
Adnan beta, it depends on you that you are going to apply the pi value or you are just using symbolically that pi. So at the end, you have to substitute the values of pi to find
Okay.
get the final answer.
Okay, got my point. Got Miss Amreen's point. Okay. Now see, the base was circular, as you know. So the perimeter is basically the circumference 2 pi r. Now 2 times pi into r, again r was 3.5. So you got the result of perimeter as 7 pi. Now see students, for finding the surface area, you can either use the formula, you can either use this formula, or you can use this formula. It is up to you, but you must be having the sense that what is the perimeter, what is the base area. Okay, I'm using this formula. Okay, they both are same, this one and this one. Okay, so I'm using this formula. This is quite easy. Perimeter is 2 pi r, but remember the perimeter must be 2 pi r and base area must be pi r square. Just put all these values in place of perimeter. Put 7 pi. Height of the can was nothing but 11 centimeter, and 2 times base area. Base area we also calculated. I have substituted all the values in that formula to find this. See, 7 pi into 11 plus 2 times the base area, and after calculation, see, this is the calculation. 7 pi into 11 is 77 pi. 2 times 12.25 is 24.5 pi. Okay. Now, surface area comes to be 101.5 pi centimeter square. Be very clever in writing the units. Okay. Now, or you can answer it like this. Remove the value of pi, put 3.14 in place of pi and multiply this with 101.5. You will get a result free of pi. Okay. Moving up to the second example. See, this is very easy and very entertaining. Here it is a cylinder. See, the surface area of the cylinder is 170 pi centimeter square. Okay, boys, pay attention. This question says the surface area of the cylinder is 170 pi centimeter square. Calculate the height of the cylinder. Nothing new. Here now the surface area is given and it says that find the height for me this time. Okay. So it is not a difficult question at all. You know very well the surface area is given, so we will try to use or run the formula for surface area. But remember, for that we need the perimeter of the base, we need the base area. Okay. And see, the radius of the base, which is circular, is given to be 5 centimeter. So nothing difficult and nothing confusing at all. Area of base is pi r square. Put r as 5 and then find the base area, which is 25 pi centimeter square. Then, then students, this time I have used this formula for you people also. Okay, 2 pi r h, 2 pi r h. See, r is 5, r is 5. Surface area was 170 pi. After solving this, I found the value of h. How? 170 pi. Yes, miss.
Sir Ali, actually, I want to add something.
Okay, okay.
Just move on to the previous page, that in which volume you have calculated over here. No, 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 the same, the volume. I'm talking about the volume.
Formula for the
No,
volume.
no, 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 same example. I
Okay.
just want to see the solution of example number 2. Solution of volume. But it's okay. It's okay. Boys,
I
here he have find out the base area, but the answer is right now is 25 pi. It depends on the statement of the question. If they says in the statement of the question to give your answer in terms of pi, then you supposed to give the answer in this way. Or if they says that to give your answer just to calculate the base area or just to calculate the volume of that cylinder, so pi r square h is the height of cylinder, so that pi value must be replaced to get the complete numeric value of the area. And
okay.
here, Sir Ali have used that you can use the formula of finding the surface area, the basic formula of the surface area of a prism, that is perimeter of the base into height plus twice the base area. So it is not changed. The basic formula is changed. If you need to replace the values, replace the actual formula in that the basic formula, perimeter of the base is 2 pi r into h become 2 pi r h. If they talk about the twice the base area, so you know that base area is pi r square, or twice means to multiply it. But make it very clear. Here you are just finding out the volume and the surface area. These are the, as in the video it is shown that 2 pi r square is the area of the two bases and 2 pi r h is the area of the curved part of the cylinder.
Yes.
2
Miss,
pi r,
we are left with 1 minute. I have one more
okay.
example. Sorry to interrupt. Should I continue? Okay, students. Now, example number 3. Quickly see, we are left with a single minute. It says a closed metal cylinder container has a base radius of 5 centimeter and a height of 12 centimeter. It says calculate the total surface area of the container. So it is nothing difficult over here and nothing confusing. Total surface area of the container would be 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. The same formula we used above. And r is very clear. It is 5 centimeter. Put r over here and h is 12 centimeter. Observe. So we can easily find the total surface area. But in part B, it says, see, part B, the lid of the container is removed. ढक्कन उसका हटा दिया है. And it says the exterior of the container, including the base, is painted green. We have removed